Imagine waking up to a nightmare where your children are brutally murdered, and you are accused of the crime. This is the story of Darlie Routier. Darlie Routier, once a glamorous mother, now sits on death row, her life transformed beyond recognition. Her platinum blonde hair is now chestnut brown, and her body is toned from a rigorous prison workout routine. She smiles through the shatterproof glass, talking about reading Harry Potter to connect with her youngest son, Drake. Darlie receives a constant stream of visitors, all trying to understand the enigma she has become. They listen to her light, sugary voice as she talks about the letters from sympathetic parents and her disbelief at her imprisonment. "Why is this happening to me?" she asks, her voice catching with emotion. On June 6, 1996, Darlie's life changed forever when her sons, Devin and Damon, were brutally murdered in their home. Darlie herself was also attacked, with wounds that doctors said she survived by mere millimeters. In her statement to the police, Darlie described a nightmarish scene of an intruder attacking her family. Her husband, Darren, was upstairs with their infant son, Drake, and came down to find the horrific aftermath. Despite no eyewitnesses, confession, or clear motive, Darlie was arrested 12 days after the murders. The prosecution built a case on circumstantial evidence, suggesting Darlie staged the crime scene. A peculiar video of Darlie spraying silly string on her son's grave became a focal point of the prosecution's argument. "She has just lost 2 children, and yet she's out literally dancing on their graves," said the lead prosecutor. Within 8 months, Darlie was convicted and sentenced to death, her life spiraling into a true crime saga. Over the years, questions have arisen about the integrity of the investigation and the evidence used to convict her. A growing number of people believe Darlie is innocent, with websites and even a juror from her trial expressing doubts. New evidence, including a bloody fingerprint that doesn't match anyone known, suggests an unidentified intruder. Darren's admission of a failed insurance scam adds another layer of complexity to the case. Could this have been a motive for someone else to break into the house that night? Darlie's life before the murders was one of luxury and excess, with a lifestyle that some found flashy but endearing. Despite financial troubles, Darlie and Darren maintained an image of the perfect family, known as the Ozzie and Harriet of the 90s. But a dark entry in Darlie's diary hinted at her inner turmoil just a month before the murders. On the night of the murders, a frantic 911 call from Darlie set off a chain of events that would change her life forever. The police were suspicious from the start, questioning Darlie's behavior and the inconsistencies in her story. Forensic evidence suggested the crime scene might have been staged, casting further doubt on Darlie's innocence. Yet, the presence of Darren's sock with the boy's blood, found far from the house, remains a puzzling piece of evidence. Could Darlie have had enough time to stage the scene and plant the sock without leaving a trail of her own blood? Theories abound, from Darlie acting alone to Darren being involved in a cover-up or even hiring someone to kill her. As Darlie awaits the outcome of her appeal, she reflects on her lost children and the life she once had. How did this ever happen? She wonders, sitting in her cell, cross-stitching baby blankets with angels watching over them.